What's up, guys? We're back in here for another episode of Thursday Night Open Mic. Pimp Your Layout, episode number 61. It's your time to shine. Show the world what you got. Slot cars, trains, Hot Wheels, RC. We don't give a damn. Just show up. What's going on, Mark? I was playing around earlier with trying to find out how to do two screens or two different views with the camera without spending all that extra money. So, figured it out. Or I can jump back and forth between screens. Hey, nobody. Step right up. The link is in the chat. Try to keep it ready, K, because Mommy YouTube does not like the cussing and fussing. MCM, Slot Car Shop. Man child in the house. What's going on, guys? Steve in the house. What's going on, Steve?
Hey, what's up, guys? Can you hear me? I can't hear anybody. Oh, Kenton seems to be muted. Can you guys in the chat hear me?
I can hear you.
Oh, there we go. Okay. Yeah, your other thing there was showing that you were
Yeah, this one is muted, but I can hear you.
Okay. Yeah, a little update here on some of the stuff I've been tinkering with. Finally got around to trying to get this. Sorry about my internet. I'm sure it looks crappy. Here, let me see what it looks like on YouTube.
I know you're all the way over there in Zimbabwe. We know the signal's not that strong from there.
Okay. Well, yeah, let's even. I'll go back to this. So anyway, I'm trying to get the siren and stuff into this Ecto 1. That deal from Evans came with yeah, these people right here. I don't know if you guys can see that or not.
Yeah.
But anyway, it came with this really big speaker, and it was the smallest one they had, and there just wasn't no way of getting that fit in the car. So my first thought was I was going to try to put one of these piezo crystal jobs in. This is the same thing that's got the siren on that police car. Well, I soldered one of them onto it and it didn't work. So I'm like, well, I'm not sure what I'm going to do now. Well, I found in my junk pile, because I don't throw anything away, this small speaker here, and it's an actual speaker. I don't want to pick it up because the wires are bare right now because I was just testing, but it's just a small version of this, and it actually works. So let me turn it on here, see if you can hear it. Can you hear that?
Yep.
Okay, well that's the siren. So I got a speaker that works. I have no idea where I got that thing from. I've had it laying around for years in my junk crap. I think it may have come out of one of those greeting cards that has noises. Shit, I don't know. So I'm like, well, cool, that'll solve that issue. But unfortunately, when I put the car on here and try to run it, it kind of cuts the volume down, but I think it still will work. I don't know if you can still hear it or not.
Yeah, I can hear it.
Okay, so we'll still hear it, but it's not quite as loud. But when I started on the whole thing, I was a little worried because the thing costs like $25. There's the chip. It's smaller than my pinky nail. It's under a shrink wrap, so there's nothing to that. But it's set up for 9 volts. It came with these switches and this 9-volt battery connector, so I knew that they designed it for at least 9 volts. Well, I started tinkering around with this thing with my voltage regulator set at 9 volts because I didn't want to blow it up. Well, earlier, once I found that speaker to work and everything, I went ahead and cranked it up halfway, and that's about 16 volts. So I know it'll take voltage. I don't want to turn it up past that to blow it. So anyway, I think that'll work and it'll fit. I already know it'll fit up in the car. Plenty of room right here behind the axle. So that speaker will fit there. And I already kind of test fitted the chip assembly, and there's plenty of room right up here in front of the axle behind the front bumper. So that'll fit. Because I didn't really want to take the interior out because this thing's got clear windows and it's got an interior. So now I got to science out I'm pretty sure I can do it because it's got a translucent bar on top here, but I got to take it all apart, and I've got some LEDs that self-flash. So I should be able to get an LED up under this thing, but it's just going to flash, it'll light up both sides of the red, hopefully, and the center of the blue all at the same time. And I should be able to kind of hide the wire in there so you won't see it through the windows. And then, so hopefully maybe next week I'll have a flashing light in there and have that all inside of it, and it'll be running around.
Cool. That'd be awesome.
That's what I was working on. And then the thing that's been taking up most of my time the past couple of days is I got this model kit from Tamiya. Here's the box. Big box. But anyway, for this model tank here, this Sherman, so I've been putting this thing together, and I got it to the point where all the stuff runs, so I kind of stopped putting together, just been playing with it. But it's just, I don't know if you ever put any monogram tank models together as a kid, but I always wanted them to run around on their own. Well, now I got one that will.
That's cool.
It doesn't do any noise. It doesn't do any noises or anything, but yeah. So anyway, that's all I had to show tonight.
Cool.
I wanted to let you know about the Ecto there. I think it's going to work. So maybe next weekend I'll have it all together, and we'll run it around on the track.
Yeah, that'd be awesome. I was always wondering, why don't they just sell the car like that? That doesn't make sense to me.
I don't know. Well, for one thing, this chip and everything, that was $25 from whatever outfit. I don't know. And then, of course, they'd have to go through the trouble of putting an LED up in there. And I don't know why they don't. They got flashy the ones that flash on their own. and there's nothing to them. It looks like a normal LED. I don't know how the hell they do it. I don't know how they work, but I've wired it, got a couple of them in before, tinkering around. You got to put a resistor on it, or else it'll burn up when you hit the voltage. It doesn't matter if it goes one way or the other. I've never burnt one up that way because they're an LED. It's a diode. It only allows electricity to flow in one direction anyway. But you gotta wire them. You gotta solder them up with a resistor, or else it'll blow the LED. But I don't know why they don't do it on off the factory. So
Yeah, that's the part of the attraction to the car is the siren and all that stuff.
yep.
Shit, then I would pay more for that too because it's more authentic. They don't think like that, man. Whatever.
I was surprised at that company there. And of course, these things were designed for static die-cast models, is what they made these for. This Ecto Siren deal. Evans Designs is who made it. All right, well, I'm gonna get off of here, and I'm just gonna lurk in the background. So.
All right, man.
Unless you guys had some questions about it, I'll pan around about all my other crap I got in here. If you guys see anything you want to know anything more about, but of course you can't already see it because of my Zimbabwe internet and my crappy camera. And of course, oh my God, that's me. And then of course there's the track that we've been racing on Tuesdays. So.
Yeah, so I got an extra man joined in.
Oh, you got somebody? Oh, yeah. We got 5 guys going now. So
yeah, it'll take a little bit of time for it to catch on.
Yeah, we kind of like you have you in there, but apparently you're too busy. So
Tuesday is kind of a bad night for me.
Yeah, I kind of it's my shopping at the store day, and that's about all I got going on. But yeah, I make it work. So all right, fellas. I'll see you guys Tuesday racing, and I'm going to sit back here and lurk. So,
all right, man. Glad you stopped by. I don't know. Maybe somebody would buy it or sell the kit separately. You can add it later on. I mean, where there's a will, there's a way. Using the old layout. Got a couple guys lined up. Got the police car. Steve built. Got GTO on here. Put the police over here. Need an ambulance. Of course, nothing's working. That's to make it work. It would have to be somebody. Like I said, they could make the car so that you can add the kit. I'm sure the price would be a little lower if they bought like bulk, the bulk rate discount. Dennis Osborne, what's going on? Yeah, let Steve do it. Steve will be the build man. Dennis Osborne. Yeah, I finally got my Parma back working. What? What did it hit? Let's see. So step right up, hit that link, join the show. No drama in the house. What's going on? Just driving and jiving. I love this van, man. It looks so cool. Yes, you hear a siren. As I said, if they could get like a bulk rate discount, this might be one of those occasions where a special edition would come into play. If they bump the price up a little bit, let's say he's paying 25. Let's say they bump the car up $15 or something. I would still buy it. Let's get the McLaren on here. Everybody's dying over here in this corner. Yeah, I'll trade you some cars for that. Or buy you some from Hobby Lobby. It's a pretty good looking car. Microscale electric. Bad Dad. What's going on, Bad Dad? Microscale electric. They used to make pretty decent looking cars, and they went kitty. Everything looks more childish looking. Really? Switched up for the kitty market. This is when they made good looking cars. Yeah, because they're not currently making the Ecto 1 anymore, so trying to find a decent one. It's not too easy. I think they're selling for like $70 now because scarcity raised the price. That hit the link, join the show, show the world what you got. It's your time to shine. Let's put the bandit on here. There's 20 guys out there. Somebody has something to show off. Hit that link. Get on the show. Don't be out there chatting like high school girls. Back in the day, Trans Am, you could pick up chicks in the Trans Am. All right, Jim. Later on. Yeah, the movie Smoking the Bandit sold a lot of Trans Am. Yeah, I don't have enough track to I gotta look once I get to my uncle's house. Yeah, that's where I have more track. We gotta make a new layout. Use your cell phone. Just click on the link on your cell phone and walk around and show it off. I don't think Jim going through his period, so he had to leave, guys. Yeah, when I was a kid, we used to go to the drive-in and watch all Burt Reynolds movies. My pops was a fan. Yeah, all you have to do, you take your cell phone, join from your cell phone, hit the link, because that's the best way to do it anyway, is you join with your cell phone. Go Force in the house. Jim Dines late. What, you got a tummy ache? That link, show the world what you got. You can come on, drink a beer if you want. There's 18 guys out there. You guys still watching auctions? Put Crazy Larry, Barry, Mary up on here. So got all the movie cars up. Oh, Steve is back. You gotta wait for the Zimbabwe broadman to kick back in. I can't watch them for so long, man. I'm not an auction guy, man. What's the price? And I'll buy it. That's it.
There we go. Am I on? Can you hear me?
Yeah,
My
I can hear
voice?
you.
All right. The only reason I got back on is because I think Shift wants to get a hold of me. I don't care if anybody get a hold of me, but I hate that text and typing out bullshit. And I just want him to tell him my email address. It's easier for me just to explain it. My email address is rumbleb1@aol.com. But I don't use the letters B and E. I use 8s and 3s instead of those letters. So just type it out that way, and then you should be able to get me in my email or my email, and then we can converse that way about whatever you might want me to do with these cars. So I hate this. I'm a hunter pecker. I got to peck with one finger, and I really hate that crap. So. So that's my email address. Anybody wants to get a hold of me, it's rumbleb1@aol.com. But instead of using the letters B and E's, use 8s and 3s. So I'm gonna get off of here because I know the internet sucks here. thanks, Ken. Bye, guys.
Over there in Zimbabwe and all that.
Yeah, I'll do something about it in the future.
It took him a while for it to show up. He's far away, so. Hit that link, join the show, use your cell phone. That's the best way. Make sure you have auto rotate on, so you can change the aspect ratio of the video. We want to look at it all. Hot Wheels, slot cars, model trains. If you got a little RC stuff, we'll look at that too. And pretty women in bikinis. Definitely bring pretty girls in the bikinis. No dudes, no trans, none of that. Gotta be a biological woman. Oh, forgot I had Dirty Larry on the scene. Well, he running slow. I gotta take him apart. Now you see why he got hit by that train. Ain't running good. Let's get the Duke boys up here. And I do love this car. Not as pretty as the Pioneer. It does run good. Get them Duke boys. Yeah, it's better email Steve. It will get there faster than trying to talk to him with that broadband going on. So, just, giving you guys a heads up. Hit the link, join the show. I was looking at some of those new slot cars from Older World, the pizza van, and some other stuff. Yeah, I was checking them out. I thought they looked pretty good. Yeah, seriously, for his ass, man. I like the red, white, and green one the most. I think that's the best looking one. Yeah, these look pretty good too. These police cars, but I doubt the police bar or the light bars functional or pre-functional. Yeah, I know. They need lights, man. I don't know why they object to that. Or make them LED ready. So you can add them on later. I like this too. I think this is probably, I don't know what this is. If it's a slot car, it's not 132nd. I mean, not HL. I don't know if this is a Hot Wheels or what. This would be good in HL. When I let it roll to about 8:15, and away we go. Drop the link in the chat. There's 16 of you out there. Let's see. FX doesn't have anything new coming out either. FXRacing.com. Let's see what they have. These are the best looking F1 cars they have right now. Alfa Romeos, they got it going on. If they had Mario Andretti, or if they had Jim Hunt and Nicky Lauda, I would have bought the set. Definitely. I would have broke down and got it. But I'm not too crazy about how the cars look, so I passed on that one. Let's see if they come out with another set that has different cars. Yeah, I don't know why they don't put Kragers on this one. It would look a lot better. Same thing with the yellow one. This is the baddest one of them all. I'm slipping. Sharp. All right, man. I don't need to know all that. Resets. It's on there. I like all the layouts it can do, but I'm not too crazy about the cars. Well, the mayor, at least he has broadband from the United States. What's going on?
Hey, buddy, what's up? All right, let me, okay, I'm in the show. Let me make sure I can get my camera the right way now. Where are you? Come on now. Camera. Oh, no, I want to turn it off. More. Oh, we're not going to pull this crap again, are we? Are you kidding me? Front. Wow, I have all new choices. I got back triple camera, back dual wide, and back wide ultra. Sounds more like I have a trailer. What the hell is this? Let's see. Is that better? There we go. That was good. You can hear me all right, Kenton?
Yeah.
All right. All right. All right. I figure I'd get on. I haven't been on in a little while. So let me show you what I've been doing here. So I got a new case, got a vertical one. I didn't hang it yet though. I had to get that because none of my funny cars fit on the roof there. So they're literally across the top. And, oh, let me guess. Oh, yeah, the text is backwards. You got to love it. You got to love that. And then the bugs, my off-roaders are just too tall. So they don't fit in here. Hey, I got to show you a new body I got, guys. Sorry, it's all backwards, but look at that.
All right, I see it.
Yeah, T-Jet. Or T-Jet size. Let me open the case. Oh, I got to prop open the case with my head. Hold on. But it's not a Superbird because look at the front end. It's the wrong way.
The road runner.
Yep, there you go. Yep. So I got that. What else did I got? Some other stuff, and I don't remember. I got a gift from one of my neighbors right there. Nice model Bug, and with a model Porsche over here, like so. This is pretty cool. I think this is some kind of, I don't want to say remote control, but it's got, hear it? It's got a motor to it. It's got steering, but I want to polish it with the stuff that Scott uses. It should come up pretty nice. But I'm sad to say I got both of those because my neighbor passed away. And his wife asked me, and his wife says, if you want anything, come on over. And she has some pretty cool stuff. The nicest thing she had was going to a collector. He used to collect very unique wine bottles and liquor bottles, and he had the most gorgeous 53 Corvette you've ever seen. Probably bigger than this. And you figure that's my hand, right? Bigger than this. Probably not quite double, but it was beautiful. I felt bad. Now, he was a good dude. He was a real good dude. I won an auction recently. I'm going to find a way to display this. Giants fans might recognize that. I know it's backwards. I'm sorry. I wish they wouldn't do that. What do you call it? That's Tommy DeVito from the Giants. That's his autograph on there. I got it in like one of those auctions. My Sweet Jane won it the other day. So I don't know. There's not much else really, to be honest. I haven't done much of anything. I need to. That's for sure.
Yeah, me too, man. I just said that.
Yeah, you know what it is? I like when people are over. Then I get more stuff done, I got my urban jungle over here. Getting there. Oh, I did get something from our Florida trip recently, or our Florida/Bahamas trip. New 18-wheeler for the decor. Everything is backwards, so I'm like struggling here. Sorry.
It looks good to us though.
Yeah. No, I know, but it's still back. Oh, it's not backwards to you?
No,
Oh, yeah, it is.
no, it isn't. That's
You're
to
sure?
you.
You could read that?
Ron John Surf Shop. Yeah.
Oh, okay. Well, now I know. Very interesting. Okay, well, good. I'm glad.
Yeah, to you on your camera, but it doesn't broadcast that way.
Oh, that's funny because the way it's showing me in the actual StreamYard, oh, it's using the website rather than the app tonight. Oh, maybe that's why. Yeah, usually it behaves a little better. At least I think so. I got this. Ooh, no way. That's a beauty. That's a recent purchase. And I got the 2 pizza vans. They're coming soon. They shipped, I think, today, actually. Pretty sure they shipped those out today. Got some of the customs right there. That's one of Sweet Jane's right there, the pink. I almost pounced on a couple of muscle cars tonight, but I elected not to. I got the 2 Camaros up top for the drag.
Jungle Jim. Yeah, I like the red one.
Yeah, that red one's a pretty one. Something goofy with the back wheel, but it looks I wish I would get more light there. I don't know if you can see it or not. Like it's almost got like a wrinkle to it, like it's taken off. I just love how that looks, even though it wouldn't run because it would be all wobbly. But that'd be kind of cool. So what I'm going to be doing, so I'll back up a little. So, of course, Jim Benito, thank you for referencing that case. So when I went online, I took the measurements for what they typed. And it said it was going to be 18 and an eighth. And that means it would have fit between here and here. Well, it's not 18 and an eighth, those bastards. It's 18 and 5/8. So it's another half an inch bigger. So now it doesn't fit, which means I got to take both of these cases down, or rather take all the cars out, then take both cases down, or at least one of them. I got to put a beam on the other side and really just between the joists so I can screw these into, because right now they catch a beam. But if I move them over that, say, inch and a half, or I'll probably do like 2 inches, they won't line up with anything. So I'm either going to screw a 2x4 to the side and then just move it over or something like that. I don't know what, but probably that's what I'm going to do. And I think my heat is broken again because I've been messing with my thermostat. You can see it's on 70 and it's not working. Damn. I'm going to crank it. I just don't want to forget tonight in case it comes up in the middle of the night at 80 degrees. So there's the magic case down there that we opened last time with all those Velcro cars and Lexan bodies and stuff in them. But yeah, we got some stuff. I got my new toolbox all up and running.
Cool.
Love that, man. Yeah, that's nice. Dude, I got that for a song. Can't go wrong, man. Harbor Freight's got some decent toolbox. I don't care what
They
anyone
do.
says.
I like Harbor Freight.
Yeah, I'm not afraid of it. I'm good with it. I'm not afraid of it. I got the pit kit, Corvette. I like that one. And my other latest one, and I'm not big on these, but I do like them. I won this recently, so I said, you know what, I'm gonna do that. I forgot who I won that from. I wish I remember. I feel bad when I do that. But I got more funny car. I got 2 more drag cars up here. I got the 2 Escorts, which is funny because I almost won another one of these the other night, thinking I didn't have this one. So I'm kind of glad I lost now that I looked. So I'm gonna be unboxing this soon and putting that on the old track. I think I'm gonna add. So I remember, I don't know if you guys saw in my post on my channel, I put a post up to possibly eliminate this S curve from here to here because it fits perfectly. And then I said, forget that. And I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to elevate the track on this side, or at least the outer part, and make kind of like a cliff kind of thing going on. And then I can add my little lake and pond underneath the track, and it'll be nice and big and it'll look cool. But I can't wait to do that. I don't know, just another tribute. And I'm missing something I got recently. Oh, shoot, where is it? What did I do with it? All right, you guys might like this. So remember, I always do my track layout when I always say there are things that are referenced in my life, right? So this is Sweet Jane's Ford right here at the McDonald's drive-thru because that's her addiction, right down to the pink logos. my first new car when I was in high school, the Conquest TSI. Dad's old caddy. Wrong year, right color. Sad it should be the other way around. But you get it, right? Like all the police are my uncles and blah, blah, blah. So we used to own a glass shop. I know you guys have heard me say that 100 times. So Mr. Matt at CM gave me, or rather built me, our old company. And I got to put this together. And I'm really excited about this because it's our old business. And I think it's just going to look fabulous when I'm done. And that son of a gun snuck in something for Sweet Jane. I refuse to open it. I know it's a car because I could just about see the chassis. Oops, sorry. There we go. But I'm not going to open it. I'm going to let Sweet Jane do that. But I got to put this 3D building together. Is there a special glue I need to use? Anybody who wants to know that, put it in the comments because I can't read the comments from this particular side. But no biggie. But yeah, let me know. So you can see we used to have our glass shop, even though that's my dad's name and not the name of the business. But he did actually make, and I'm going to look in here briefly. Somewhere in here is the name of it. Man-child. There's his sticker right there. You can just about see it. But he made this for me. And I thought it was really cool. Oh, I bet you that's the sign right there. Hold on. Oh, no, it's not. Damn. Anyway, the old glass shop in good old East Orange, New Jersey is our business there. All right, I'm going to flip the camera around and sit. I don't know why, man. I've been so zonked and so tired lately. Oof. Let's go here. More.
Hey, man, getting old, man.
I know, but I don't know why it's really getting me lately. You know what I mean? And let's do back camera. Oh, and now it says mirror the camera. Oh, that's funny. Front camera. There we go. So that's it. Just want to kind of give you guys a little heads up. That's all.
Cool.
I got stuff I got to do. I got to get people over here. I need people, man. I need people around me. It encourages me to do more stuff. I don't know what it is. I hate doing stuff solo. I hate doing it by myself. I find it boring, even though I spend more time doing it. When somebody else is around, even if somebody's racing on the track, I don't mind building stuff. That's the weird part.
Yeah, I'm kind of the same way, man.
Yeah, you know what I mean? Like,
I do it by myself. I don't feel motivated to do anything.
Yeah, I'm just like, all right, it's there. You know, I have it. It's ready to go. But, you know what I mean? So,
anyway. Yeah, I do the same thing, man.
Yeah.
There's something about when there's nobody around.
Yeah, you know, poor Sweet Jane is so busy at work, and she always wants to come over and always say hi, and she's just so busy. Like, I don't know anybody busier than her. It explains why she's had 2 heart attacks. Let's go there. But yeah, you know, I was going through. Remember, I don't know if you guys remember. I'm just gonna not flip the camera this time. Remember how I hung up these airplanes? Right there, these right here in the middle. So I forgot I have a Starship Enterprise Christmas decoration. It's pretty heavy though. I'm gonna have to use thicker fishing line, but I'm gonna hang that up next. I thought that was kind of funny. Oh, that's better. You can see me a little better. No more glare. Like you need to see this in high def. Ooh. So there's all my stuff up there. Look at that. Whoa.
Yeah, I have to do some work, man. I gotta.
Yeah, right.
Work on those risers, make it look like a stone wall instead of just.
Right, and now it's like springtime or early part of it. Saturday's supposed to be gorgeous up here in Jersey, almost 78 degrees.
Yeah, it's gonna be hard to be sitting in the house.
Yeah, well, unfortunately, I've got a wake Friday night and funeral Saturday, so it's gonna tie up most of the afternoon. But yeah, my poor Uncle Mike passed, so yeah, my dad's only brother left. My dad was one of 8, really one of 7, but one of 8 because one of them died as an infant. And he's the last one, my papa. He's the last one. He was the baby. Almost every single one of them made it to nearly 90 or into their 90s. God bless them all. Every last one of them. But yeah, he doesn't want to be by himself. He's like, I don't want to be the last one. I said, well, Dad, you're the baby. It kind of sort of works out that way. But I feel bad.
Yeah, I can understand he feels alone.
That's tough, man. I couldn't imagine I only have one sibling, my kid's sister. I couldn't imagine burying her. No way, dude. We had a hard enough time burying her dog that we got to see once a month. You know what I mean? Weird. I don't know. I can't. It's hard to fathom. It's hard to fathom. It really is. So anyway, all right, slot cars. So okay, let's see what's next. I like the cop cars that you were talking about. I think they look cool. The wheels in the back are a little big, but that's kind of neat. It's kind of a cool look to it.
Yeah, that's the
Kind of
thing.
see what light.
4 gear is the big.
Yeah.
Kind of throws it off a bit.
Yeah, a little bit. But it needs it, I think, for the gear ratio part of it. No, is that why they do it, or is it just because most of them started as drag cars? Maybe I don't know.
That's what I'm guessing. That was their drag car.
Yeah, I think that's how it started.
Because they decided to put something else on there.
Yeah, like I didn't like if I look at these right, and I look at Jane's Scooby Doo van, like that's a 4 gear, but that doesn't have the goof. Oh, actually, does it? Hold on, that's a good thought. Oh yeah, I guess it is kind of a big. Oh, okay. Well, maybe I'm wrong. I didn't think the Scooby Doo had the big wheel, but apparently it does. And yes, I guess that's why. I mean, I know the I call them the hearse. You know, the caddy wagons. They've got them all. I didn't realize there were so many. I was looking at some of the older series recently. They got quite a few of those out there. I didn't realize, but I think they've worn out the 55 Bel Air, the 55 wagon, 57 Chevys.
Yeah, they wore that out.
Chevys. I think they're about worn out with the 56 Ford F100 pickups.
Yeah, they have to come out with some newer stuff, man. It's the same old over and over.
It's just paint schemes.
Yeah, just paint schemes.
It's just paint schemes. I mean, I get it for an IROC series, but most times you want your IROC series cars to match your lane color. I mean, you could put, like, a lot of guys race with little dot stickers on them, and that's fine too, but most of the guys that are racing are not racing F100 pickups. I mean, we could do it differently, sure. We can always have our own, kind of funky race, run what you brung kind of thing, but,
The 4 gear looks good on that one because, makes it look like a hot rod.
Yeah, no, I agree with you. I agree there fully. And like I said, the funny cars look fabulous. I mean, that's just a great look. And the wagon, the caddy wagon, I guess that's all right. Looking at the Ghostbusters car and the zombie wagon and the two new ones, the new ambulances. No, are they ambulances? What are they? Are they? Yeah, they're ambulances, right? Or first responders? Yeah.
Yeah.
So they looked okay, I thought, with the bigger wheels. But yeah, I'm just curious to see what's going to end up in Hobby Lobby. Let me tell you, poo-poo on my local Hobby Lobby. Oh, my God. I don't know if somebody is parking their butt outside the day they release all new cars, like onto the shelves. I really don't know. I know there's a guy who's not far from here who was like a mad collector for that. But, dude, I go in there even on a Thursday, and it's junk. It's not even like, and I mean absolute junk. The same 4 duplicates for months. I'm like, this is ridiculous. I even went in there last time. I said, what's going on with these? The guy goes, the shelves are stocked the night before. I tell you that. I'm like, really? He's like, yep, I've seen it. He says, there's a whole bunch of cars. My brother was, he's a Hot Wheels guy, and I didn't know it. I started looking at those, and he was all excited. Then he found out they were electric cars. He said he doesn't buy those. He goes, there was a couple of Chevelles, and I'm like, really? Well, they ain't showing up when I'm there, that's for sure.
The one at Homedale is pretty decent.
Oh, dude, I've seen your videos. Your Homedale is fabulous. Compared to mine.
Some good stock in there.
Yeah, I agree. I think there's another one you go to, too, that's pretty decent. I hit the one in Springfield once in a while, but I haven't hit it since mine opened.
Yeah, the one on Route 9 is pretty decent, too.
Is it? Where's that? Old Bridge somewhere?
What town is that?
Is it Old Bridge?
By Marlboro. I can't remember.
Oh, that's further down. Marlboro. Brunswick?
Nah.
That's different, right? Yeah. I know they have one, too, though. I haven't been down there. There's another one near Paramus. And there's another one in Totowa. Totowa wasn't bad. I bought a bunch of my cars there. Matter of fact, I think I almost all my cars from them. Between Totowa and Springfield, they've been the best. But they're just far enough away where I go, come on, man. Mine's right in my town. Can't you stock something? It would be nice to be able to just wander in there and go, ooh, look at this, and grab a few. How can you go wrong for a $20 bill? Even the bodies alone are decent.
Yeah, a lot of bodies look pretty decent, but they need some new stuff, man.
They do. They need. Yeah, they do. They do.
Over and over again.
It's got to be the licensing and stuff that they're doing. It just has to be. They're coming out with new chassis. I mean, I get the new chassis part of it, but they got to follow it up now with some new bodies. Let's make it count. Hopefully the EMP chassis sell and everybody stops bashing the chassis every time they have an opportunity. Been seeing that too much, Anyway.
Yeah, I haven't bought any of the new ones.
What's the latest purchase for you? What do you got?
Nothing really. It's probably whatever I bought from Hobby Lobby last time I went.
Yeah.
That's about it. I think the GTO is probably the last thing I bought.
The last thing I bought.
El Camino. El Camino was the last thing.
Oh, yeah. Tell you, they're nice, man. Mark had one when I was in Florida that was just utterly amazing. The detail on it was, they just took it to the next level, man.
Yeah, that body right there, they did a hell of a job on that one.
You can see rivets. You can see how the tonneau covers looks like flat and leather. It looks amazing.
They outdid themselves.
And it's a good racer. The El Camino is nice and light and low center of gravity. It's a good racer.
Yeah, it is.
Yep. Anyway. All right. So my heat's not coming up. That's going to bother. Every spring they come, and the guy shows up, he turns it on, and it works every time without fail. So he's just service everything. And he flushes all the lines so there's no air. I got nothing. It's on right now. It's on 80. It has not come up once. I haven't heard a single noise. But colder mornings, I'm laying in bed and I can hear the basement heat coming up. I'm like, where are you coming from? Because we have two zone.
Yeah, we have the Slot Car show coming up. So.
Yeah, Parsippany. We're gonna do something, right?
Yeah, we have to. That's mandatory.
Yeah. We got to hit the Wazoo for lunch. For those that don't know, I like to think a world famous sandwich shop, at least New Jersey famous. And
we got to do
the still there. So we're gonna bank on that. So yeah, we'll get in there again. Yeah, I feel kind of bad. I would have loved to have gone back to Cleveland because that was a fun show to go to, especially with the 3-day thing and just doing stuff every day, every night, every afternoon. And I looked at the dates and I'm gonna go. And then I saw Parsippany. I'm like, oh, you got to be kidding me! It's the same Sunday, so that means Brian's not even coming this way. So I was like, oh, all right. So I guess they're gonna be in Cleveland and. I was going to go, but again, I don't want to pass up Parsippany. It's local. It's right here. But I feel kind of bad because he's not going to be there.
So the Cleveland, I mean, you think they have more stuff than Parsippany?
I would say so. Not a lot more stuff, but more stuff. Some pretty cool stuff. Met some really nice people, I'll tell you that. I wish I could meet that guy in my one video. I got to look him up and see what I said about him. So I can find him again. I want to say his name was Jim. And he's the one, I don't know if you remember the one video where I'm showing Brian's bow tie track, the bow tie. And right next to it is that long track, 6-lane. And the table or the cloth or the cover was all white with the black track and the lanes were painted. He was running rigs. He was running T-jets. He was running 4-gear. And he did a race with the 18-wheelers. And he has them all tweaked. And I don't want to even use the word tweaked because that sounds like they went nuts, but they didn't. He tells, remove this pin, add just the plain old generic, motor magnets, just stick them underneath and glue them next to the axle. And it's just enough downforce. And these rigs ran perfectly on his track. You could race them and run them. They would tilt over if you really gunned it, but you could easily drive around a corner with them. I said, I'm going to do this. And I lost the link or how to get a hold of him. He also was a very talented painter and told me a trick. And I wish I could remember. All I remember is he was saying he uses an auto body primer. That's the key. Sand it, clean it again, and use an auto body primer and then whatever paint you like. And dude, it fills in the cracks. It makes them highlight it. I've never seen anything like it. Probably some of the best paint work I've seen, and I don't know, probably ever.
I know the modern car guys use auto primer.
Yeah. This is what he swore by it. He goes, that's the trick. I'm telling you. It's smoother, it's higher quality, and blah, blah, blah. Okay. But I wish I could remember. He even said the brand he likes. Oh, excuse me. Yeah, that heat is definitely not coming out. Dang it. I mean, pretty soon I won't need it, but for some reason tonight, I came down here doing my laundry. I was like, whoa, it's cold. So then I'm already down here. I said, whenever I do my laundry, I jump in this room and kind of hang out. Sometimes I'll power up the PlayStation. I'll hang out down here for a little bit, even though I have a perfectly good PlayStation 5 upstairs. The 4 is still down here with the same games. I'd rather just sit here and play a few. That's probably what I'll do after we disconnect here.
Yeah, I was gonna play a couple games before I take it down.
Yep. I hear you. So, speaking of, I think I'll wrap it here.
Yeah,
Good as always, sir. Good to get on here and chat away a little bit. And
I was here for it. But it looks
Yeah.
like nobody's coming up, so I'm gonna shut it.
Yeah, I hear you.
Drink that beer and play some video games.
There you go. So for all who's tuning in, thank you for joining us tonight and chatting away with us. Hopefully they got that email debacle configured. I read that email and I had a stroke halfway through, and I'm in IT and I'm like, what is this email? Oh, that poor guy. But hopefully Bill got through it. But he posted his number. Hey, Steve, if you're still tuning in, you might want to go back in and delete your number just in case. There's bots out there that are doing nothing but combing for numbers and emails to be able to hit you with spam. So if I were you, I would go back and delete the comment. If you can scroll back far enough, but whatever. All right, dude. Kenton, thank you, sir. Appreciate your time. And I will talk to you very, very soon.
All right, man. See you next time.
Cheers, all.
All right, guys. It's coming up on an hour. Nobody seems to want to stop in and show off their stuff, so I'm gonna wind it down, drink me a beer, play me a video game, then go to bed. So I appreciate you all who stopped by. So smash that like button on the way out. Don't cost you nothing. And I'll see you guys next week.